Hello, hello, and welcome. We are starting right away. Let me just get the last few things ready, which is, well, quote unquote, check if the audio is good, then it's gonna pop up some music. As always, everyone likes some music. So why the hell should I not? It is gonna be way better than just your rap. Quote unquote stream with no music, as I was doing it before. Okay, currently you have a new ship. You got the Kurama? Dude, nice. Nice, 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 nice. I'm struggling to get even one thing. But oh well. Oh. Okay. Hope I can get at least one. Oh, you have the Marat. Basically a little bit of a dumbed down Parishska. Still cool. Tomorrow I'll have it. Basically tomorrow, today. Basically same thing, so nothing's changed. But to be honest, if I were to buy one of the premium battleships, why is the music so loud? I think I would go for Arkansas instead of Marat, simply because Arkansas is a little bit better. Marat has better guns, whereas Arkansas has better anti-air and secondaries. And a little bit of armor. That's why I would reconsider that. I mean, reconsider, that's why I would go for that instead of going for Marat or Nassau. Because let's not forget about Nassau, the recently added and well-forgotten German battleship. Because why would you want... I do really love my ships, I do really love my World War II ships especially. And a little bit of interwar. If... well, like I was saying a lot of the times, if I had to choose which of the... which of the modes or which of the weaponry or the vehicle I would use, or I would just pick out of all of them, that would be ships. I mean, I was very close to even enlisting to the Polish Navy. It, well, did not end up succeeding, simply because of the fact I'm a little bit too tall for the requirements. And that's why I sadly cannot do that. If I could, I probably would, if I didn't have a job and not being so focused on making content. Yeah, probably I would enlist. It's not really as bad as people portray, especially here. Like most of the people, when they hear about enlisting, etc., they think about American military. Well, simply because the American military is the most prevalent here in the internet. So I do get it. That's a lot of shells. Yeah, welcome to African Gulf. Where if you're not spawning here at the higher tiers, you are just spawning with the rest of the people, and that's a crap ton of shells being shot at your direction and at your general direction. All of these things is not really recommended for you. You should not have shells getting shot into your general direction even, especially not in British cruisers or battleships. Well, battleships not, but cruisers or destroyers for sure. They are not really meant for taking a lot of the beating here, even though they can sustain themselves in a fight. More often than not, I do have found that things like Dido or things like, for example, well, maybe not the Town class and Belfast, but London, which I sadly don't have in this lineup because London is 5.7 and I want to go for the 5.3, so for the lower thingies. You know, better, quote-unquote, better matchmaking. I can get up to 6.3 though, so I could find first battleships here. Not really something I would enjoy, but it is what it is. At least I can fight with Helena, all the other ships. I can. Cannot fight in a prolonged fight, but if they are missing and they are bad players, then yes, I can take a Helena in a fight, especially with if I could just go like through here or something. We go, see ya. Well, it was nice for you to pop by. See ya. Have a good night, day. If we're gonna have a bit of time later, then you are welcome to come back. As always, everyone here is welcome. Okay, let's just push through here. And get this Helena. Oh, I'm sorry, Pittsburgh, not Helena. Could have guessed with a gun that is only 2 turrets in the front, not 3. But all of them look so similar. So one modern US cruiser, then you saw mostly all of them. It is the same problem that I have with Japanese cruisers, that if you saw one class, then you saw mostly all of them. But that's a little bit on the sad part. They are not really distinct. They had distinct classes. Besides, well, when it comes to Japan, because I'm the most versed talking about them. Well, they had a little bit more of a diversity when it comes to light cruisers. Comparing, for example, Agano to Sendai to Kuma to maybe not Nagara, but to Isuzu. And you have this quite a lot of differences. Then you go back to heavy cruisers, Mogami, Furutaka, Aoba, and they are mostly built on the same base, which is really good looking, not gonna lie, but at the same time it is not really striking. You saw one, you saw all of them, just like with some minor details, changes. Same thing I have with the US heavy cruisers. You saw Baltimore, you saw Pittsburgh, etc. Then you saw everything. Even with older stuff like Northampton, Pensacola, you just see the similarities and comparisons to the newer stuff, since, well, they were the basis for the rest of those class. Also, I was right to bring Dido. It's like Helena, but better. Even at 6-0, she's dealing quite a lot of damage. Even I mostly fight against destroyers or light cruisers that are in my lineup range. But there's Helena, there's Zheleznyakov that I probably don't even get an assist for. And there's Hipper in Kirov, if I remember correctly. Looks like Soviet. Very Soviet looking ship. Hipper is in Krasny Kavkaz. So, again, a light cruiser, quote unquote, with 180 millimeters. So again, the same talk that we had yesterday, like Soviet designation of ships, ladies and gentlemen. Even though they maybe were not a signatory of the London or Washington Naval Treaty, they were still obeying the classification. Yet they named the Krasny Kavkaz as a light cruiser, they named Kirov as a light cruiser, to the Project 68 if I remember correctly. Although they were the heavy cruisers of the Soviet Navy, respectively. Russian and Soviet Navy, respectively. Because Krasny Kavkaz served even before, if I remember correctly. Let me just check to say if I'm not lying to you. And if I'm lying, then my bad. Let me just correct myself. Krasny Kavkaz. Yes, 1916, so maybe it did not serve in the Russian Navy, but it was built for the Tsar Navy. Good to know. Okay, let's go for that. I don't have steel, nor do I have wood materials. Gaijin, bless me with good RNG. Both in matchmaking and in the loot crates that I'm dropping with crafting materials. Sorry. Had a little bit of a drink. And let's just see if it is 6-0. Yes, it is 6-0. Of course, it's 6-0. And that means Besides that Moffat, that won't, or Blagorodny, that won't do much. Yet. They had the same idea as me. Not good. Okay, Blaga. Over me. Make some covering fire. And if not, just be a good meat shield and accept the damage that is meant for me. I appreciate that. Just like that, just like that. We don't need to go to here. So, my plan is to camp. Yes, camping in a destroyer. A very smart move of Enter, very smart. But, hear me out. Those guys are in... I think American destroyers. And they will be sailing straight ahead. Hopefully. So I could just position myself and like try and peek around the corner. Here and there, here and there. Maybe expect some cheeky little ammo explosion. Not on my side, hopefully, but on their side. Okay, 1/3 ahead should be enough. Low enough that they won't start shooting at me and shoot at my magazines, because I am showing a broadside. But fast enough that I can see them changing course. Okay, found one. That's a Moffat. That's a Moffat, so that might be a good explosion. I managed to shoot... Okay, I managed to shoot him. Managed to shoot that Moffat. Right to where the ammunition belonged. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Davies. That in fact explains way more than you would think. So that's PH something guy. Okay, that Davis is here. Let's just try and outgun him. Oh, yeah, outgun. Really ambitious thoughts I have. Really ambitious. Outgun a ship. What else? I even tank the damage and say that you can fight those 2v1 encounter. Truthfully say yes. I don't think they're that smart. I hope that they aren't. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. Just in a bit of a bigger spread, so even if they start braking. One of them should hit. Please don't beach myself, please don't beach myself. Ship run aground. Not a thing I wanted to hear. Okay, they are still here. They are not focused. Ah. Smart. Hello, hello. How do I do? I am doing just fine today. I have high hopes for today's stream and for today's matches. So I am in a very good mood. Let's see how long it will take for me to get it ruined. Hopefully a long time. How do you do? It's a very important question too. Okay, that's one ammunition storage. A bit lower. To the side. It's crafting event, battle cruiser. Nobody's gonna sail that. No A protection. It's 6.0. Quite frankly, if you really complain about anti-air protection at 6.0 or top tier, where you are just spawned basically covered with AA from US Navy, then what are you complaining about? And even if you are not covered with US Navy, you have a lot of the other ships that you can stick around. It's a battle cruiser. Or, I'm sorry, battle cruiser. Armored cruiser that was listed as a battle cruiser due to some magic thing at Japanese Imperial Navy that they decided, yes, let's reclassify an armored cruiser, not even a proper battle cruiser or something that could serve as a battle cruiser, to a battle cruiser, even though it had no speed, only guns, no speed, no armor, so not checking one of the two other important classification that a battle cruiser should have. Yeah, that's just IJN at its finest. I still want to get her though. She will be just in the same place as Glorious, so very fun ship to play, but not a good ship to like grind for. The game adds Italian build Greek cruiser George Severov as a counterpart from IJ armored cruiser. Think how we got through Romanian destroyer, the Regele Ferdinand class in the Italian Navy, serving as an Italian ship. Serving as a Soviet ship, my bad, not Italy. I was reading about the Italy and I meant, of course, Soviet Navy as the Lecce. Yeah, I could see how the Greek cruiser could be added. Same thing with, for example, with the Chinese Pinghai and Ninghai, which were built in Japan. Then they were in service with the Chinese Navy, sunk in 1937 or 1938 during the Sino-Japanese War, then refloated and served in the Japanese Navy as a coastal defense ships until 1945 even. They did not have a lot of protection, nor did they have big guns that cruisers were famous for, but they had the really nice 120mm or 127mm guns that could serve as a nice things for 4.0, 4.3 even. So consider this like an updeal for the Japanese Navy. But Italy would really benefit from having other nations added to them. Like hell, we have Hungary as a quote-unquote sub-tree, so why not go even further and add something like a Tegethoff class as a dreadnought? Maybe before Dante Alighieri or after Dante Alighieri. That depends on pretty much just a whim of Gaijin, but it would fit as seems like Gaijin really wants to add stuff from the minor axis to Italy, keeping them as the quote-unquote minor axis nation, or converting them to a minor axis nation. So I would say that things even more, maybe even Spanish ships coming towards Thunder for the Italian Navy. Unless we're getting the proper Spanish tree, which I would be all for. Both. I don't even know how to say the third time. Like the third times, like it's the first, both, etc. I don't know the third counterpart. But I wouldn't mind seeing them for tanks, planes, and navy. It would be a smaller tree, yes. But Spain could maybe benefit from having the South American ships. Chile, Argentina, Brazil, they all had quite a few ships on their own, even a few battleships. That would be a nice addition, I think. For sure way better than, for example, adding things like let me think for a second. Oh yeah, like Argentinian Navy to Germany or Chilean Navy. It doesn't make any sense. No, adding Georgios Averov would be breathing, but still. I mean, it's not about the Georgios being added, but it's about the message, like they say. It's not about that. It's not about the thing. It's about sending a message. If it was built in Italy, okay, maybe I should not continue, as there's quite a few things that were built in Italy but currently serve in Soviet Navy. Turkey did have a navy during World War II, but they were really weak. I think they only had like very, very small. I have to check because, truth be said, I don't remember a lot about Turkish Navy, more about the Turkish Navy from World War One, the Ottoman Empire one. So they had a few dreadnoughts, which were then later confiscated. But for the World War II, I know they kept... Yeah, I was gonna say that they kept a few destroyers, I think like one or so cruisers. But it wasn't a very big navy. So I don't know where would I put Turkey. Sure, it would be a nice addition. But at the same time, Turkey would be a sub 3, if anything. Turkey stayed neutral during World War II, but the one of the central power during World War One, I think it would be either Italian or German sub 3, probably more of an Italian, or Gaijin would just spread them out through different nations like the MBT that we have in American 3. Who knows? Who knows? What am I should... Ah. This A26. Oh yeah, I'm gonna check after this match how big of the Turkish Navy was there. Weren't the biggest one, but they weren't the smallest one that could be seen or added. For sure. Oh, magic invisible shells. Okay, Turkish Navy, World War II. Turkish Navy in the interwar and World War II. So let's see. Battlecruiser Yavuz. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know any Turkish, which was a German battlecruiser. It was a battlecruiser that served until 1973. Were just the upgraded version of Thunder Naval, which we currently have in game. Yeah, apparently it was refitted with quite a few AA. So for 20mm, then 40mm, 488mm long range anti-air. Okay. So even some battlecruiser that served way longer than it should. But yeah, most of the things they made were two destroyers in the late interwar from the the 1931 Kochatepe and the Steppe class destroyers, however you pronounce that, both from 1931. So let's say 2 destroyers, 1 battle cruiser, smaller coastal stuff, and a few cruiser from 1906. Which, oh boy, that's a very old cruiser. A protected cruiser, even not a cruiser like the older, like the armored cruiser or light cruisers later. Like, So yeah, Turkish Navy or something like that would be a very, very small sub tree, like more of an event vehicle, I would even say, than a proper vehicles being added to the tech tree. I think Gaijin do want to eventually make something like that, like adding more vehicles spread it out throughout nations, more to the currently existing nations, to keep it consistent and okay, maybe not consistent, but keeping it concise and compact, and not adding 6 or 7 nations with, for example, when it comes to ships, like with 3 ships that were properly built and tens of designs, not even prototypes, but designs. Ooh, like we were saying, Greek Navy, Romanian Navy, Turkish Navy, the smaller Yugoslavian Navy even, the smaller trees. And again, Yugoslavia maybe would be something like their own tree, given they had quite a few planes. Not a lot of tanks though, if I remember correctly. The indigenous tanks. I'm not talking about tanks at all. Because when it comes to tanks, yeah, sure, they were using a lot of the tanks, but mostly copy-paste. So we would either give Yugoslavia even bigger copy-paste treatment than we had with China or Israel, which I don't think players would prefer. I think most of them would prefer to keep them as a subtree to something other. Probably Soviets. I say probably, as they were not in a great, not on a great terms with Soviets during the, well, almost throughout the whole time. In this update, when they added South Korean built artillery on Sweden Tech 3 Premium, I did not expect. Me neither. I did not expect Vidar to be added to Swedish Tech 3. I mean, it's better that it ended up in Swedish Tech 3 than if it were to be added to what some players suggested, and would be to in the Japanese Tech 3. I don't think Koreans would really like that and would really appreciate their vehicles being added to Japanese 3. That's why we still don't see South Korean sub 3 for Japan, and we will never see it. as they are quite salty about that, and rightfully so, I have to say so myself. Yeah, very fun thing. Very fun thing, indeed. But hey, we have South Korean vehicles in the game. That means we might get even things like the like South Korean jets, jet fighters. For example, T-50 or other than that, the KIA, I'm sorry. The outcomes are countless for now. Where they could be added, what should and could be added. For now, I am more focused on the development of naval than tanks. I was... Okay, mosquito. It's October, so mosquito. Give it a break. You are way too late for your full lifespan. I didn't mean to press that. The flags, you can sort of historically put other national flags for ships gearing or fletcher with South Korean flags. That's only after Korean War. Yes, but hey, nobody really checks the flags here. You could put Polish flag here and nobody would bat an eye. Some people do. I don't have golden eagles for that. I have better things to spend my golden eagles at. Saving it on a sale. So I do need to buy the premium account soon-ish. Currently I have quite a lot... okay, let me talk a little bit about the private lives. I have quite a lot of expenses lately. But one of that expense is getting myself a new car. And in 2 weeks or so, I think I can and will proudly say that I am an owner of a new car. Which I might even present here. Would need to check it. Like, of course, I found it just today, or yesterday, because it's 1 AM. But it's gonna be fun, I hope so. So expenses, and then probably the premium time will be needed in just a few months. Probably I will buy it on the sale in November. Because remember, if you want to buy something, wait until November or late October, early November, as there will be a big sale on the War Thunder anniversary. Packs, premium time, premium vehicles, and all the other fun stuff that you can and will probably buy. As a lot of players do. Unless you have everything bought, then good for you. For the next sale, I have one thing that I want to buy, and I probably will. And that is one ship that I've wanted for over a year almost. It is when she was added. Okay, maybe not almost a year because the update was... Oh no, the update was in 20th of December because she was added in the Apex Predator patch. And I'm talking about Miyoko. I do want her, even though Japan is currently in a very bad situation when it comes to fleet. I still want her. She looks great. She probably will be a great pairing for the rest of 5.7 lineup. Instead of bringing 6.0 and suffer fighting battleships, you can just go to 5.7 and suffer fighting only battleships like Nevada or Arizona or Texas. Because for some goddamn reason US gets the favorable BR rating of quote-unquote keeping it balanced and having one of the best battle rating for the battleships ever. With a good amount of luck, you won't be even facing 7.0 for a lot of the matches. If you are lucky enough to get yourself to the constant down tiers from 6.7 to 5.7, you are in a lot of fun. Let me tell you, in Nevada. I don't like Nevada, nor I like Arizona or Texas, but I have to admit that 6.7, being the only modern battleships of that BR, and being put at 5.7, something like that. Boy, you are in a lot and in a big treat yourself. We do need to start working on the script for the Nevada review. First of all, I need to get the footage and then get the script going. Or first get the script going and then the footage in the meantime. At the same time, I don't want to play Nevada. I know a lot of people asked me about her. Like, okay, I think it should make it like what's it called? A scab? Is it called? Is it called a scab on the wound that you have that grows on your wound, and then you just want to, if it hurts, you just want to pull it off and then be on your merry way. What's their thing done? I think that's going to be the best outcome, would be said. Don't get me wrong, I know a lot of people enjoy her. I don't. Let me just check. Yeah, all three of them. 6.7, see? With Texas, okay. At the same time, not okay. Because from what I've heard, she has really bad armor. It allows a lot of the battleship shells to just go and penetrate it through this small part of under the water and go straight into the shell room. Wow, all or nothing is quite literally all or nothing, because here, with the right amount of angle, it should be alright. Yeah. Let me just show you. Even, yeah, let's go even with the 15 kilometers now, but around 7,300, which is the almost the exact range for most of the fight is going on, even like the 9 or 10,000. Shells are going in somewhat this angle. It is possible to just go through and deal damage them. You just need to practice your diving shells. I think. By the way, I should grind renown. Start spading renown. I don't even have anything put into her. Maybe now, with the changes, it is going to be a little bit better to play with her. And you know what? Let's just play one game with the 7-0. So let's do the big boy lineup. So Hood, Renown, and Invincible. Funnily enough, Invincible is the slowest of them all. This is gonna be fun. Oh, hey. All my friends are playing, but I cannot. Oh no. A lot of people. Let me just check one thing. Okay, I had to message my friend. Probably. Oh no, he's online. Okay. I thought that he might be asleep at 1 a.m. on Saturday. Turns out not. Good, good, good. Okay, what the hell is with this queue time? Pipeline, stabilizer. I need chemical components. Okay, I'm doing it faster than I expected. 3 test reports and Kurama is mine. Only 3. Whereas I am just stuck at 1. By the way, do I need this stuff to make it? Or I don't, because if so, then whoa. I'm in a lot of pain and in a lot of fun thing. Okay, a 7.0. Let's see what kind of bad matchup I'm gonna get. Helena. I see more Helena. Moffat. Is it really 7.0 or I just got into a wrong matchup at 6.0?
Action stations, man your post. Engines, flight speed. Starboard all.
Battle cruiser, light cruiser. Okay, it is 7.0. Okay, my first match in a renown. Quite literally, a first match in a renown. So you will hear about my thoughts about her. Is she good? Is she bad? Do I like her or not? Probably I will, because as always the first match in a ship is always the best one, and then everything is going downhill. As always. How the hell have I hit that Alaska? Is that Alaska or Kronstadt? For sure it is something can be considered a battle cruiser. One thing that I'm still turning around my rear turret. Okay. Just connection to the server was lost. Like, what the hell is happening? Is it some kind of maintenance or just the amalgamation of people starting playing? Like, what is going on? Please explain that to me. Yeah, this is it basically. We got the victory. But is it really a victory if I just got here? Okay, let's stick to... What do you mean locked crew? What do you mean locked crew? The crew is not locked. What do you mean? Game. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna restart it. So, waiting screen, but without BGM. And Alt F4. Yes, I know. Drastic measures. But what can I do? What exactly can I do? Just try and reset, because if turning it off and on again is not working, then I don't know what will. Hopefully something... Hopefully... I'm gonna eat a chip. Like one singular chip. Okay. Okay, nice. Now game. You're gonna tell me this is again some kind of weird thingy. Okay. The matchmaking works. is game gonna work too? Yes, it is. Okay. So let's get back to it. Okay. If I will need to grind for the test report data, I'm gonna be so pissed. 20 of them, and I have only, what, 2? It's gonna be a long, long time for me to grind. Oh yeah, music. Yay, music's back.
All hands to battle stations. Engines, flank speed.
Southampton, so 5-7. Jeanne d'Arc, so 4-7. Okay, we have 4-7 to 5-7. Good lineup.
Action station.
Good matchup.
Starboard your helm.
Not a bad matchup. I don't see any other spe. There's our first big bad boy. Oh, Helena. No Prince Eugen. No nothing of that sort. Hey. We can get something out of this match. And mind you that I said something, not specified. And that is a very, very important part. As I am not so certain what I'm getting into, what I'm getting out of this match. Okay, let's try and flank things. Looks like Kirov. Or... yeah, RQ. Yeah, that's Kirov. Uh, um, okay, what is happening? Was too occupied answering the question. Am I getting shot? Who am I getting shot from? What is happening? Okay. We're getting back. We're getting back from it.
Restore watertight integrity.
Let me regain my composure and everything. Okay, so we're back. Just had to message someone really quickly. Everything is alright. Okay, let's get back at that Detroit. Let's punish the Detroit for being Detroit. And being a Detroit is in itself a punishment, but you know, we're making it even worse for them. Just keep shooting, just keep shooting. Eventually we will hit the magazine. Eventually. Hello, Moffat. Are very close. You are very cocky for someone in the range of my 525. But I can just... No, I can't. Okay. Fair enough. There we go. Works as always. Okay, still got the Detroit. Now for yet another Moffat. I really love popping Moffats. It is so therapeutic, and all kinds of therapeutic comes to fighting against one. Unless you're in something really bad, like the 3.7 or I'm sorry 4.0 destroyer, then okay, I can understand why you wouldn't want to fight against one. At the same time, if you're in something on par with Moffat or better, then it is such a pleasure to just play 1, play 2, play 3. There's a Moffat, here's a Moffat, here's a Moffat, everyone gets a Moffat, and every one of them is qualified for me exploding them in a very good manner. Just need to start hitting the target. Like that. You see, we just need to start shooting, and then they just melt. They have great armor, which just melts under a little bit more of a pressure. Though the bow tanking is very capable in those ships. You can do stuff with it. Same with the Moine. Which lately, I don't know, got buffed or something. You cannot just explode them. You were used to. You're such a good target ship. Now we are left with a very good and very hard-hitting ship that you cannot just reliably explode. I miss the good old Des Moines. Hashtag bring back Des Moines. Just for me to kill him. Very epic music for not so epic match. Or maybe it is epic. The epic fights. And it is a very good music for just sailing. Like here. You can even do more cinematic thing. Just let me lower my DPI. And we're back. Back from the cinematic and epic music to more fitting music for a battle. Bye bye Moffat. Not bye bye Moffat. Not yet. But I will try. They say you'll never know if you don't try. Okay, that was a bullshit shot. This Moffat should be dead. And I say it in the nicest meaning possible. This Moffat should explode 2 times already. But it didn't. And commendable. Currently I keep missing the sweet spot, like here. Okay, now I didn't miss, but of course. It's not something for me to hit. If you wanted to hit a Moffat in ammo from that far, you should be ashamed of yourself. Here it should explode, but it didn't. Okay. Okay, why? Just why and how is this happening? It was supposed to be a really easy hit against a defenseless ship, but it turned out into a struggle and a hassle. So let me hit it one more time. Okay. The end for that. But here's Frank Knox, which is way worse to face off because you don't have the sweet spot of a Moffat to explode it. You're just standing here, realizing that you cannot do a lot when it comes to reliably one-shotting one of those things. Unless you're in a... What? What? What is shooting? This this lovely fella. Me 264. People are really out for blood, out wanting a piece of the Dido. Like, come on, I'm only one ship and there's a lot of you here. But it was a very good match. I do feel like this was one of the better attempts. Better doesn't mean good, but better. I don't know. I kind of want to mess around in a swordfish. At this point, what else can I do? Spawning in Lander or Diana? Nah, let's just spawn in a swordfish and be as slow as possible. If I manage to kill someone with that torpedo, oh, that would be awesome. Okay, so engine. We don't have prop feathering, so to keep the engine running. Sail team is capturing zone A. I don't see any destroyer nor a cruiser. That means a small ship, which I will not be dealing with. Not at all. Slowly making our way towards closest enemy. And I do mean it when I say slowly. The game will probably end sooner than I can get halfway across. Yeah. Even though they capped A. It's your tickets, ticket bleed. Okay, creative resources, factory, development progress, battle trophy. Interesting. And what? 10,000. Yeah, let's produce even more of good stuff. Let me check. So I need development progress. So how do I make it? I need test report. Okay, so I need parts. Well, I'm trying to think about that like I'm doing the crafting for the first time. I'm doing it for the first time. I'm doing it seriously. But not for the first time. No. I was doing crafting events before. Okay, so development progress needs to be made into development progress report, and from that I need development progress report and target destruction. So I need to create that, assemble that, and I need two of the... Okay, this is gonna be harder than I expected. For me, harder. I don't know. Like, man. At this point, maybe it's just better to wait for Kurama to go down with a price and buy her. No, we're doing this properly today. This event, we're doing it properly.
Prepare the ship for battle.
That's 6.0. We're not doing this properly. I'm thinking about going even down a notch. Go for rank 3 only. Because we need rank 3 plus. So... Destroyers, 4+7. Then again, with my luck, my 4.7 lineup will be getting constant up tiers to 5.7, so Eugens, Clevelands, all the fun ships that you will not be able to face in a destroyer, even a British one. So let's maybe stick to 5.3. At least with Dido you have some capabilities of fighting against those big ones, but some chance is better than no chance, you know? Like in the old time of League of Legends, 1% crit is still 1% crit than 0% crit. Now for the worst part. Now for the part of basically just slowing down and waiting for my mid shields, I mean for my teammates to pass me and attract everyone's attention. Why do I do that? Because there is no other way. Everything for Kurama. I do want her. Even if that means just getting her and selling her for a big profit. Think of the profit. Kurama. 100 coins. It went down from 150 buying range to and 300 selling to only 100. Still a big price. This is still a big price, the biggest one of all vehicles, which I'm not complaining about. I think those... Okay, I think those people just gave up. They were going so fast and now... nothing. It's completely nothing. I cannot be bothered to just stay here and do nothing for the rest of the match. Not my type of gameplay. If I wanted to play this kind of gameplay, I would be playing US battleships. Aha, shots fired because US battleships are so slow and their guns are so slow that you can shoot only once per match. Especially if you are being hit in the ammo elevator. Jesus Christ, ammo elevator plus repair time, debuff or penalty, and you are on stock crew ending up with what, 2.5 minutes of reloading? 2 minutes for sure, because I have ended up with what, 120, 130 something. Very funny, very funny, very funny. Would recommend 10 out of 10 experience. No wonder I call her a turtle. Nevada that is. Just slow, not agile. Slow guns. Oh, okay, I can hit that porter. Nice. That's what I needed. Just what I needed. Hello, porter. And bye-bye, porter. Yeah, let's focus on the cute small boats. Those are always the best type of boats to shoot at. You have the occasion, shoot at the cute small boats. Okay, better targets than those big boats that you cannot even damage. Just see. Okay, that was a bad see, but like that. See. Moffat here, Moffat there, Moffat everywhere. And I mean it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was yet another one that we just killed. At Summers, which is basically a Moffat, but from a tech tree. One ship, 2 ships, 3 ships, like holy crap, there's a lot of destroyers here. All ripe for shooting and exploding. I just need to hit it like that. Okay, I said hit it like that. Game, I don't think you understood. I said hit it like that. There we go. I knew you would understand, game. And that's 6 ships already. And 3000 score. I am content with that outcome. Really content, really satisfied. We'll be really going after my ass now. And would be even better if I can just somehow... okay. Hello, Helena. It's not something I wanted to see. I'm not gonna lie, I expected yet another cute little ship. Like that Moffat, yes, exactly. Exactly like that one little ship. Just what I needed. Rank my score even higher. There we go. And there's quite a lot of Helena here. I'm gonna lie, I have found myself in a very big conundrum, which I don't think I'll be getting out. Not a good spot. Not a good spot. I do have to say, This Dido is compromised. Rightfully so. One more salvo. Yes, one more salvo. Okay, 2 more salvos. No, just one. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. 7 targets, 3,866 score. I call it a good outcome for such a short time in a battle and for such a ship. Given most of them were just destroyers, but you expect an anti-air cruiser to just, you know, fight against dedicated anti-surface cruisers and win? I am taking my fights and dictate my own rules, not the other way around. Yes, I do know that Dido can, in fact, will be able to take out other cruisers. It is very, very capable ship. I'm not joking saying that Dido is in my top 3 of my favorite ships in War Thunder for a reason. Very, very simple reason, and that is Dido is just a beast. A lot of British ships are beasts, but Dido in particular is crazily good. Is that Helena? Yes, that is Helena. Okay, Brooklyn class is something that is a little bit out of my reach. Or not, we'll see. I can kill Helena and Diana. It would be hilarious. Pretty sure it's not 1v1, but still hilarious. Well, let's switch to HEVT and see how many more men can I just drop down, knock down, knock out. A better situation. Who should at me? That guy. It's him, huh? Yeah. Dude is really salty about getting killed by me, looks like. Guess what? Now I'm gonna kill him in a swordfish. I have to locate the rally. Very, very slowly. because this bomb has very slow speed. Slow drop speed. Let me correct myself. I do need to be slow, leveled out, and precise. Island hopping or island cover and hopping from one cover to another seems like the greatest idea. That's why using planes on the battle maps, the conquest maps, is not gonna work. And is not working most of the times. But on the maps like here, on Fuego, on Fiji, Coral Islands, it does work because you have a lot of cover. Now if I pop out from here, should be seeing a ship close by? No. Then we are going behind this island. That we are going to target someone from here. Either that destroyer or preferably that Imp Daddy Shack. Call me petty, but it is what it is. Okay, great. Now I know how those swordfishes could get so close to Bismarck. Okay, stay on target. Fuck. Yeah, I forgot to mention. Yes, swordfishes could get really close to Bismarck, but there was way more than one of them on the attack. And way more than one means less chance of getting hit. Simple statistics. I know that my Leander is only HE, doesn't have anything researched. But I do have is courage and my creaking microphone stand. Okay, nice, nice. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. I'm getting that Helena down. Just 80 more salvos and consider it done. And just, you know, end the match here. I don't mind. I don't mind. Happens. So what are those awards about? Like, they keep popping, but they don't give me anything. Workshop. 1, 2, 3, and oh, nice. Finish this. Now, do I want to go for the fuselage and waste all of my steel, or go for the gyroscope and just use one steel and keep the steel here for maybe getting the chemical components out of this one? Okay, another match, here we go. I might switch... Okay, you know what? Let's switch lineups. And let's do 5.7, why not? Just for a little bit of difference. Yeah, York. You're up. Belfast, London, and York. No, the question is it 5.7, is it 6.0, or it is 6.0, or is it 6.7? Hopefully not. Hopefully. I don't see any Arizona, nor Nevada, nor Texas, nor... Okay, there's North Dakota. But North Dakota is 6.3, isn't she? Water Fleet, North Dakota. Yes, that's 6.3, so... Worst, we will just see a lot of Des Moines on the enemy team.
Prepare the ship for battle. Engines, flank speed.
I mean, a lot.
Helm, midship.
Okay, at least it's Belfast. Belfast is nice,
Enemies
as long as you're not getting shot at. My keyboard is working weirdly these days. Some double clicks, etc. Need to fix it. Probably just good cleaning will do. Hopefully. Good old American servers. People are more chatty than on European servers. Still, a lot of them are just salty. Red 5. Let me... Where are you? Damn it, where are you? Level 63. Oh, okay. He's a very young War Thunder player. Things don't work this way here. People are not gonna listen to you, even if you ask them nicely. Sadly. I'm gonna just go here and fire that Pensacola. It's gonna be way better target than Eugen or anything. Rightfully so. And it's crappy when fighting her in Belfast. Oh, can make this work. Just a little bit of luck, and as always, quote unquote, a little bit of luck. A little bit of luck, a little bit of skill, and everything works fine. Just don't get shot. Don't get shot, and that is my most important question and answer. What to do? Don't get shot. So what to do if I get shot? Stop getting shot. Stop getting shot, then that's good. If not, then consider repeating the step 2 to 4 and stop getting shot. If you stopped, then good. If not, repeat. Rinse, repeat until you stop. Just hide or do whatever. Start shooting back at them. Maybe they get scared. Maybe they will die faster than you. Possibilities are endless. The world's your oyster. And you have big guns to crack the shell on that oyster. Like, don't worry. Even the biggest oyster crumbles against 155mm guns. Sorry, 152mm guns. Because those are the 6-inch guns. Not 6.54 1100s. Just making fun. I just have to accept that majority of people on the internet do use Imperial system. Majority that I encounter. Now for the fun part. Fun facts with Aventor. There's more countries that drive on the right hand, that have the steering wheel on the right hand, not at the left hand side, than countries that use Imperial system of measurement. Because there's only 3 countries that use Imperial system of measurement, which is US, Liberia, and Myanmar. And there's way more that use the very fun way of driving called an, of course, from the proximity, the distance, something that is called in Poland an English car. Like, don't say that this car has a steering wheel on the right hand side, you just say it's an English car. It's a colloquialism, but everyone knows what that means from the get-go. Because everyone knows that in the UK you drive on the other side. So yeah, we would call a Japanese car that was produced in Japan, designed for Japanese market, we would call that an English car here. Even though it's technically not an English car. It's just how it is here. Okay, finally getting some score with Belfast. To keep it up. Let's try and intercept that Kirov. Okay, looks like a PT boat. Yes, it indeed is a PT boat. I do that deliberately, missing the B point. Yes, I know it would give me some score, but I would get more score from killing that Atlanta than from stopping by and capturing point. Capturing point gives me roughly 300 points. Killing that Atlanta would give me 200 points for the capping, and killing would give me around 400, 500 points. Like 2 times more than that. I am willing to risk it. Risk the safe 200 for the risky 400-500-ish. Don't gamble. And here's the Moine that I've been fearing about. Is that London facing the her guns the other side? Okay. It's even better for me, but I could hit the ammo here. So not. So just cross the T very, very closely to her. And destroy the turrets. Or those turrets can destroy me. No, don't do that. Don't. Okay, how did you miss? How did you miss? Like, actually, how? Again. Okay, screw that Atlanta. We're going for Des Moines. Let's see if that SAP can penetrate Des Moines from up close. It's only 1.6 kilometers. Shouldn't be that hard. Apparently it is. Oh, come on, give me a break. Okay, not then here. Okay, apparently now the weak spot is in the rear instead of the front. I can take that. Now kill the imposter. The imposter. Because if you didn't know, Atlanta came after Americans learned of the DDoS design and decided to copy her. Before that, Dido was the first of the anti-air, so making her a predecessor for Atlanta. Without Dido, there wouldn't be any Atlanta cruiser. So, no cancer here. Oh, cancer. It's not cancer, but it is cancerous enough.
Starboard your helm. Aye, steer starboard.
Hello, music. It just stopped. Okay. No. Not my possible kill. No. Okay, what to produce? Everything. Okay. Okay. Good. Like what? Two more here. One more here. Oh, two more here. One more here. One, two, three. Three more here. So one, two, and three. That's five. So five more parts, and I will have the rocket done. Good. I might even wait for those 20 seconds. Well, this part maybe I could even produce it with what I have on site here, and not with chemical components nor steel, hopefully. Hopefully the things here would just use wood and non-ferrous materials. Finish. And no, it uses steel. The oxidizer tank uses steel. Yeah. Makes sense for oxidizer tank to use steel and not to use wood. It would be a really, really bad idea. After all. Okay, so one nice battle here. Now switching back to B. 5.3. Think. Not gonna lie, it goes way better than with this. What was it? With Germany yesterday. It's kind of sad that you cannot use the score from Enduring Confrontation to drop the tests, because then I would be just playing the EC with like 10,000 score or something. The same amount of time. No? Okay, that is 5747. Good. Actually good. I can fight everything here. I will fight most of the things here. Just in a second. No need to get cocky. No. Assess the situation. And shoot at whatever is the closer. Whatever you feel comfortable at shooting. Preferably something weaker than you. Can I call this bullying? Yes, it is bullying. I never said it wasn't. I like when it happens to me, but I accept it. Don't accept when it happens to me for the bad reason. It's not that because I'm targeted by a player. For example, if I'm playing Battleship and player decides to target me, even though it is not gentlemanly, quote unquote, it is considered rude for Battleship players to engage with each other before shooting down the bot players. At least, well, common sense. First of all, every side can get scored like that, and every side can then engage in a way better fight. Some of them just don't respect that. So, yeah. That's one of the times. I do understand some of the concerns, but it's not like I like it. It just, okay, it happens. I can move on. Time to retaliate or Not if I'm just dead after the first couple of salvos. Is that it happens? I think we can deal. Okay, where's the Douglas? Where's that freaking Douglas that just decided to? Here you are. Okay. Here you aren't. I'm disappear. Go on flank. I do understand that fighting the enemy and capturing the points would be beneficial to us. At the same time, I am getting shot at and I don't like that. Don't regroup safely. Intercept maybe people who are trying to go around this flank and then go and attack A without being bothered by whatever that is. Probably Atlanta. So 6 guns, 6 turrets instead of 5. Okay. We are safe for now. Now to execute the flanking maneuver. Go behind that island, go behind that island, and go straight to A. And just pray that some of our teammates will at least recap or decap 1 point and cap 1. Probably B or C. Seems like they won't. Kirov might be onto something. But Krasny. I'm counting only on few of them. Atlanta, Kirov, Detroit, maybe Kako and Z22. The rest of them, yeah, just accept the fate and okay, how did I miss that? Okay, that's not even funny. Like, how could I miss a boat from such a small distance? There's like no way. They couldn't even properly hit an S-100 from 1 kilometer out. And then watch me just casually hitting that moped or something from 10 kilometers. Almost. But because it was too low. See? By the way, hello there. Hello there, beautiful. Are you alone? Are you alone and need of an adult? Adult has come. That was a very lucky shot. Oh, and that was last ship of that guy. Okay, I feel a little bit bad. Like he tried to spawn here, thinking that nobody will
Destroyer.
go after him, and then I come around and, well, say hello there. Hello there, Aventer here. Time for your Moffat explosion time. Nice beat. Very stereotypical African type of beat, but I dig it. Say what you want about War Thunder, but the music they drop is banger. This is the type of music you can listen to while working out, while doing a lot of different stuff, not only gaming, but this is really, really good music. Same thing with, for example, gacha games. I don't know how many of you guys play gacha or heard about gacha. Those music pieces in them go way too hard for mobile games, because most of them most of gacha games are mobile. Like, those are way too good to be just a free-to-play mobile game that is designed for you to spend as much money as possible for a JPEG. But it is this way. And I'm not complaining, because without that, a lot of my videos would have way better and way worse background music. It's really usable for example, streams, especially because it's a quote-unquote a little bit of a comparative music, and they don't really always fit, but pieces like from Kankola Azure Line, Girls Frontline, or the Dojin rendition, like the Somnium Kankola album is one of the best instrumental work based on a game that I've heard in a long, long time. I highly recommend to check it out. I've been using it even for some of my videos.
Starboard, all.
Okay, looks like we are winning. Now, for example, change this electronic, I don't know what that is, like keys or something, or very heavily modified sound effect for any other instrument, but change that to do 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 do. Change that for a low tuned like drop C drop A guitar, and you're gonna have a hunger metalcore song, or this modern metal song in general. And I'm a sucker for that sometimes. But a lot of the times I do prefer the more classic approach of keeping things more musical. But it is still a nice piece of music sometimes. Is it more times than none? I like my stuff to have more melody and more components than just breakdowns. Breakdowns are nice, but you can listen to them for so much, for so long. Now I probably have offended like 60% of the metal community. But it is what it is. And saying like true, cool, etc. or the new modern metal sucks, because it doesn't. I love a lot of the more modern stuff. Electric Callboy, for example. But for me, it does work better to have this usual song progress plus more melodical variant. Okay, I need 6 steel. Okay, that can be achieved. Also, nice progress into HMS Dreadnought. I do need to get her somehow. I don't want to, but I have to. To get Dreadnought, then I have to get Marlborough. I can bet your ass that next battleship, next modern battleship, whether that would be KGV, so King George V class, will come either after Colossus or after Marlborough. Like, no exception here. Yes. Play like a few more battles and it's late. I don't know. Maybe I should just call it a day and tomorrow stream earlier, and yeah, I feel like this is the way. My throat is killing me today. And I'm a little bit hungry. So most stuff I can do is let's keep it to let's say 3 AM, and from there I will 6:00, and from then I will just finish, so probably like one more battle or 2 more battles, and we will start earlier tomorrow, way earlier. Not as early as me waking up, but early. Nagato Fubuki. Good place, you buddy. Aretusa has a lot of ships. Granted, the Kutuzov Chinese squadron playing France, etc. I don't know. Could be a normal player after all, maybe. Yeah, he is a normal player. He is turning like a normal player. Into me, but that's besides the point. And now I am just getting shot on once. Again and again and again and again. Welcome to War Thunder Naval. Everyone is getting shot. I know. We'll try and move inside this part. It's gonna be hard after all. No destroyers to shoot at. Okay, there's a destroyer. Hello. Hello, destroyer. Goodbye, destroyer. Hello, another destroyer. Maybe this one will be my first prey of this match. Nope. Okay. There's another. There's always another. Frank Knox. Okay. Of course, the hardest one is left for me. Oh, no, that's Moffat. Okay. So... let's just say one good shot here and I have my first kill. Somebody else stalls. Not yet. Is very close to being stealed or stolen. I think stolen. Please, please don't. Please don't give me an assist. I want to. On the skill, of course. Assist. Or something. I don't like it. I want to bet that this will be another assist. Yes, it is. Okay, this is not... why is it always that when I announce that I will be ending the stream after this or that match, it keeps getting worse to the point that I want to stop that and start streaming and keep streaming so I can end on the better note. That's first. And second of all, to just keep getting a good result. Okay, that should be a kill. Or not. Yeah, let's just hit what's the easiest to hit and call it a day. Ammunition storage, good. Okay, this is not good. That is... is Helena shooting at me? Is it? No, that's Atlanta, not Helena. Still very dangerous for me. I need to hide behind this island ASAP. Okay. Atlanta lost the target. Always this. Okay. So also this. And sees something. Probably check in a second. Who is that ship that's shooting at me? Helena. Of course it's Helena. Of course it's Helena. Didn't think any other wise. And Sick plays only Helena and Żelazniaków. Nothing else. And Moffat. There's only 3 ships. Sick. Come on. It's 3 premium ships. The joke writes itself. Let's not Austin Powers ourselves. That would be very, very, very embarrassing. Keep shooting at the Helena. Keep shooting. Keep shooting. Good job. Good job. Keep shooting. Punish this son of a bitch. Playing on the premiums. Not gonna lie, I do want to kill him. Like, for real, for real. I'm very close to killing him, but still so far. So let's try and keep it somewhere accurate. It's not really good at keeping the target still. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, fuck off, Helena. I'm sorry, fuck off, Atlanta. Atlanta. I almost said Atlanta. I made a very...
Repair parties, begin damage control. Repair stations, critical list starboard. Engines, all stop.
Okay, buoyancy is critical. Yes, I understand that. But hello, counter flooding, anyone? Where's the counter flooding when you need it? Like, for real, there should be a counter flooding right this moment, and the only thing I'm getting is Sinking more and more and more. Something is not right, I can feel it. That's a little bit too low. So what happened? Someone please explain that to me. That my my crew and my ship cannot handle this small holes. Cannot get them covered with the counter flooding. This explained it to me. Why am I still sinking, even though I shouldn't? Because I still have 3 crew. The sheer fact that I can just use it to repair stuff should be an indication that I have crew. Let's just kill it Pensacola. Sorry, Northampton. Ah, Colbert, even better. Ah, GG. I have somehow survived. Somehow. No. No, don't respawn, dude. It's so much better not respawning. If you didn't respawn, then... And shooting at me. Not only respawning, but start shooting at me. Like, come on. Oh, because this compartment is so big. Yeah, sure. Sure, the compartment is big. Yeah. What else? What else did you want me to believe in? That this hi there. Welcome. What else did you want me to believe in? That the next compartment is this one? So if I got hit here and destroyed the compartment, then I would just like sink because I couldn't they could not stop flooding by counter flooding. Ridiculous. Ridiculousness in its purest form. Only in War Thunder. Okay, we're still afloat. 15% buoyancy. Basically no way of repairing, no way of recovering from that. One sneeze and we're out, but we are alive. We can shoot at people. We have become a nice submersible. So that means we have a very low ammunition racks. Always find positives in every situation. Because we are so low in the waterline. We have become a low rider of the 7 seas. If I had like 50% of the crew, then that would be awesome, but I have 8. That is not really awesome. Because that means, like I said, one sneeze, I'm out. Not even from the main caliber batteries or secondaries. If an AA would hit me, I'm down. Hey, we have reached a respectable 24 kilometers per hour. I could just, you know, somehow get that Emil back down and get the score. Would be awesome. But they can bleed.
Yes, enemy routed. Report victory to
Good job. Steal? No steal at all. Of course, no steal at all. Who would have thought? Yet another 6.0. Okay, no worries.
flank speed.
Oh hey, there's this Nagato Fubuki guy. Somehow a Chinese player that plays more than 2 ships. Wow. Okay, it looks like Northampton is really popular
Target identified.
lately. I am seeing a lot and lot Northamptons as of late. And I wonder why, because last time everyone agreed that Northampton is the worst or one of the worst 5.3 heavy cruisers that you can get in the game. Same with the Northampton being considered one of the worst US heavy cruisers and cruisers in general. And yet I am seeing more Northamptons than Pensacola's. I am very pleased by that because I am a team Northampton, not team Pensacola. But at the same time, I am interested to see why there appeared such a switch in pretty much everyone's opinion slash choice. Probably the consensus is the same, but people are just picking up US Navy and going for Texas. Is that why it is like that? Everything that keeps the influx of new players into the game. Oh no, dude is playing Moffat, Northampton and Lichfield only. God damn it. Wasting yourself on playing two, well, quote unquote, one ship. And here I thought I found players, like, respectable players. No, 2,100 matches in a Moffat. The worst cruiser in my opinion. Why is it the Hawkins? I would have to say I'm split between Agano and Hawkins. Hawkins is bad, but not that bad, whereas Agano just has nothing going on for her. No wonder those guns were strapped from Congo ASAP and replaced by more respectable 127mm guns, because they were doing basically the same job. So I would have to check, but I think I would say Agano than Hawkins. Hawkins at least has the firepower going for her. Yes, she's bad, but at least she has firepower with the 7.5-inch guns. So at least something. If she hits, she hits. Those guns are not bad. That is like something that has to be said. But then there's Elbing. Elbing is just bad because, hey, a World War I cruiser, protected cruiser that is in the game is not a very good idea. That's why you don't see a lot of players using Elbing. But a lot of 5.0 cruisers are bad too. Oops. I don't know. I would say Agano. Yeah, I've decided Agano. Considering all for and against, for me the worst cruiser is Agano, followed by Hawkins and Elbing. But remember that there is quite a few of bad and really bad cruisers that can't be considered the worst. I haven't mentioned even the Krasny Krym and Krasny Kavkaz, and those are atrocious. I mean, the Agano is fine. It just has crappy AI. Hawkins just give me brain damage. No, for me, it's not about the bad AA. For me, it's about the fact that you have nothing going on for her when it comes to your primary firepower. You have no armor. You have worse armor than two cruisers before you, so Kuma and Sendai. You have worse guns than Kuma and Sendai. You don't have speed to justify you having no armor. Nothing really justifies Nagano being this... Nagano? Agan. Nagano. Nagano is completely different ship. Is there even a ship? No, there's no, not, but I mean, there is a ship called Nagano, but it's not a warship. Yeah, that Hawkins at least can hit. Can hit hard. At 5-3, you can just do quite good in Hawkins. Compare that to Agano? No. Isuzu is pretty abysmal too. Yubari was, but since Yubari got moved to 4-3, then cannot complain about her that much more. She is basically an experimental cruiser that's just experimental cruiser. She is basically an oversized destroyer that got the cruiser caliber guns. So I am not complaining now. Even more, I have quite a bit of fun while playing Yubari.
Helm, hard aport. Hard aport, aye.
I haven't played her on the new patch though, so that might be completely different.
Helm midships, aye. A little more effort and victory will be ours. All hands, we have been critically damaged. Vessel losing buoyancy.
My poor Dido is just flooring here.
Aye, steer port.
No, okay, I understand. I think I'm just like expecting a gun because I had no issue with her. The issue. I remember back in the day, I think I was streaming that even. Or not streaming, but I was, I think, grinding for Congo or grinding the whole Japanese tree before Congo was released even. And with that, I was just, well, using the free experience from the ships that I haven't spaded, and one of them was Agano. Now let me just check one thing. Blue Water, Japan. Yeah, Agano 4. I have quite alright. It is quite alright. Kill to death ratio, way better than in Sendai. Yet I appreciate Sendai more than Agano. I am gonna say I haven't played her in a while, so maybe now she's way better. So, okay. Let's just say that maybe tomorrow I'll give her a spin and see if she still gives me hell on earth, or is she way better than I remembered her. Same thing with Hawkins. I don't mind bringing Hawkins now. I want to check if Hawkins is as bad as you described. Like Hawkins giving you brain damage. It is 5-3, so quite a good lineup for me. Still being a rank 3, so I can earn score and earn chests with that. For sure, I can answer confidently which cruiser I consider the best. And it is the cruiser that I currently play, so Dido. I don't think anything comes close to her when it comes to being so perfectly balanced, yet being so fun to play and so good in capable hands. Like most of the people who are complaining about Dido being just, it's just worse Atlanta. For me, Atlanta is no fun, and the difference in guns really makes a big difference for me. 5-inch US, even though really good, does not fit for me with the quote-unquote cruiser way. Whereas those 520.25, even though just slightly bigger, just 5 millimeters bigger, I'm sorry, 6 millimeters bigger, they have way better ammunition, they have pretty much the same reload, and better penetration, better damage, post penetration, less of them, and worse armor, but way more fun to play. I don't know. I don't know why is that, but it is. I don't think fighting Eugen is a really good choice unless I can... Ah! The game has ended. It's like, oh, okay, there's Eugen. Not good. Okay, HMS Hawkins. Instead of Leander, I have almost spaded Hawkins. It's gonna be a good choice for me to just get a little bit of going on in terms of free experience, maybe. Let's put it on torpedo mode so I can earn it faster. Okay. So this match I'm gonna start using Hawkins, and then if I die, then I'm gonna switch. If not, then we'll see. I do know that Hawkins has no armor. That you don't have to remind me. I will have to play carefully with her, especially if I'm confident that this is gonna be 6.0 match. Yes, it is 6.0 match, so I might die in quite literally the first few seconds or if good minutes of this match. It's 6.0 to 5.0. The music has stopped. Okay, let's not prolong that even more. 76mm armor, 13. Yeah. But it has anti-torpedo protection, which is better than, for example, Arethusa. So we have that going for her. That is Elena or Cleveland. And here is me creating one of the biggest Moffat collision that I've ever seen. Just don't give a damn. Okay, let's see how this will go. And yes, it is fun. Fun, quote unquote. Funny. Forgot the Y. Or Y. Mentioned that those guns are neither 7 inches nor 8 inches. It's like 190mm. I don't think I've ever seen any other gun of that caliber being produced besides the guns for Hawkins. Okay, yeah, okay. I do admit. fighting Helena is not really possible. That I will admit. If I were to fight Helena, then I would probably just have to go close to her and use my torpedoes. It's 4.5 kilometers. Not really a good. And spokojny / blagorodny goes down. Okay. Take that assist. I screwed up. My fault. Okay, I get it, but when I spayed the Hawkins, I literally had to use large booster just so I could move onto the other ships really fast. Well, wasn't that bad for me, but I did use Belfast to pretty much skip the grind, so I would say that I just used Hawkins. I have played pretty much every ship that I got in the British line, but let's just say that not every ship was a ship that I used extensively. It's a good word, extensively. Some yes, some no. Okay, so after the encounter with Helena and Atlanta, I'm still rocking half of a crew. Not a bad result. Have a lot of unparable breaches. And that bot is still targeting me through the island. Okay, it's not that bad. It's just a different type of gameplay, I guess. I have quite nice anti-air. 840mm, 920mm. So, hey, at least you have good anti-air for a 5.3 ship. Some ships at this tier still has low caliber machine guns. But for sure, if you are put on the full up tier, so 6.3, yeah, I can see how Hawkins can struggle. Don't have a lot of armor, you don't have the best shells nor guns. Literally, DDoS guns outclass you in pretty much everything besides the amount of explosive mass. At the same time, considering how early the Hawkins class was built and launched, it's not really a bad ship. I've seen worse, I've played worse in War Thunder. It's just you need to be very specific. Probably the same thing with Agano, but I cannot seem to work good with Agano. Here-ish. Okay, that's Italian. What is an Italian doing here? Oh yeah, for example, Italian ships could be good to fight against. Now that I think about that. Is that Etna? No, that's Bartolomeo Colleoni. Bartolomeo Colleoni. I need to hit the sweet spot beneath the frontal turrets. First I would have to stop sinking and capsizing. So this is the end. No. Wait. 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 Okay. No. No, 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 no. 5%. If I can recover from that, that would be... Okay, counter flooding is working. Gaijin should really revamp the... or add more compartments to cruisers. Like, I'm sorry, but... Shit. That's out of things I need to press with one hand. This is one compartment, this is one compartment, this is one compartment, and this is one compartment. I'm sorry, but 4 compartments for a cruiser, for a heavy cruiser, or for light cruiser, just everything that is big. I'm sorry, but why is such a thing in the game? Destroyers. Yeah, sure. I can kinda see why destroyers have such low amount of compartments. The floating compartments I'm talking about. But cruiser? Come on. It should be at least twice the amount. No wonder cruisers are dying so fast, especially the Japanese ones. When you have, like, what? There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, or maybe 4 compartments for a whole ship of the size, like, of Suzuki, Ikuma, Mogami. No wonder it dies in just a few seconds. I'm sorry, but this is not really funny. Now I know why cruisers are such a bitch to play lately. No, sir, one compartment is... it's just ridiculous. Then remember that counter flooding is not really that effective. Somehow in one small compartment there sits 20% of the crew. Here. Currently, if anyone plays Japan, they want to have Japanese cruisers. They are quite literally masochists or just are being forced to play them.
Control to repair parties. Compound flooded compartment.
I've played them to test things out, and you can lie, after playing even Germany or pretty much every other nation, I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to Japan, dying in 3 seconds. Because apparently for Gaijin it is normal that the armor on enemy ships can stay strong, surviving multiple hits, and for Japan it's like, okay, 1, 2, 3, then you have no armor, and then there's just a crew waiting for you to get down. I mean, if a destroyer is better at surviving when it comes to a fight than a cruiser. Oh no, 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 no. Also, Hawkins is not that bad. It's for sure not the worst thing I've played, nor the worst thing I've seen. At 5.7, at 5.3, you have Hawkins for. Let's compare things because 3-hour mark, so I should probably be ending the stream, but let's compare it. 5.3, you have what? Let's just keep it to heavies. Portland, Northampton, Pensacola. Quite alright ships. I would prefer Northampton to any of those, though pretty much the same armor and just different amount of crew. Northampton just plays good. They are not the worst, not the best. They are in the middle of a pack. They are average. Germany doesn't have heavy 5.3. Soviets don't have it either, although at 5.0 you have Krasny Kavkaz, which is a heavy cruiser. It's just not listed as one. Remember, those ships, PR-26 class, so Maxim Gorky, Kirov, and where's the third? There was a third one. Never you mind. Those are heavy cruisers. Those are not light cruisers. But this is one of the worst. Bad shell dispersion, bad shells, long reload, only 4 of singular guns. Should be have been 5 all like the other cruisers. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that, but it's stuck at 5.3, so what can you help? What can you do with that? Okay, so you have Hawkins, one of the worst, but not the worst. To be honest, Kako is way better than Hawkins, but at 5.3 you have no heavy cruisers in Japan, so still Kako is way better with guns. Better guns that has access to AP shells, which have way better penetration, with almost the same explosive mass and TNT equivalent that the shells on Hawkins. The only drawback is that you have very long reload speed, which, okay, it is what it is. Italy has what? Italy has Trento, which I still haven't played, but I've heard a lot of good things about Trento, so probably I would put her quite high. And Colbert. Colbert is good. Compared to Hawkins, yes, she's good. But yeah, for example, you asked me one of the worst cruisers. Primague. Primogue? Primogue, I think that's how you pronounce that. One of the worst cruisers. 5.0 guns with bad angle of attack. Mm, One of the worst secondaries in the game, only 4 of them. Rapid torpedoes, no armor. Duga is way better at 4.7 with 40mm, 6 of them being Bofors guns, which are quite good anti-air. Then you have 20mm Erliken. Then you have all the crappy secondaries, but it's lower, so it works better. So this is one of the worst cruisers in the game, basically because of the BR and because of the uh, every other stuff like armor, maneuverability, and the guns. Even though the guns are quite good, the 155mm French guns are quite good, but the angle of attack, which is pretty much prevalent, the issue is prevalent on every one of those. It's bad for those two, especially. Italy has Bartolomeo, which is alright, Attilio, Regolo, and Etna, which are alright. They're, again, middle of the pack. Not the worst, not the best. Kako is great. Not gonna lie, Kako is great. Yubari, after dropping down to 4.3, is quite good too, so no complaints on her. Kuma. What can I say about Kuma besides the fact that my frames are dropping when I switch to Japan, so something is happening. But nothing that a simple alt tab cannot fix. Yes, it cannot fix. Maybe because of the skin. Yeah, probably. But yeah, Kuma is... I would say Kuma is worse than Sendai. Kuma is on the lower side. Though, you know, the same amount of 140mm guns, which are quite alright guns for a light cruiser, not gonna lie. Same armor, but at the same time, less crew, less speed, worse torpedoes, even though those are not typically long lances that you have here on Sendai. Those are quite alright-ish. One of the better torpedoes. On Kuma you have your Type 6, which I actually hate, because those are the same torpedoes that you have on Mommy. Why do I have the video mode installed? Which I do consider Type 6 as one of the worst torpedoes in the entire game. So yeah, Kuma, not as bad as Isuzu or Agano. Isuzu is alright as a secondary role cruiser, so just support, stay at the back, do nothing, and pray for the enemy to spawn in a plane, or go to during confrontation and hunt AI planes. That's a good role for Isuzu, Nagara class. Oh yeah, Nagara, not Nagano. That's the difference. Then Hawkins, as we already established, one of the worst. I would say mainly because of the armor. Guns do work. Soviets have Krasny, both Kafkas and Krim, which are awful. Awful for me. I do place them lower than Hawkins. Germany has Elbing, And Elbing should not be added into the game. We should not as a Tech 3 4.7 that you have to go through to Emden, which I hate Emden also. I gotta give to Emden that it's not as bad as some of the ships I mentioned before. Elbing is. Agano and Elbing pretty much take the top 2 places, and then you have those huge amount of early cruisers, which I would recommend just sticking to rank 4. Again, middle of the pack. Nothing too great, nothing too bad. Besides Raleigh and Trenton, I just don't like them. Especially Trenton, since it doesn't even have AA going for her. Raleigh at least has 40mm and 20mm guns, and the Trenton has only pom-poms. I don't like pom-poms. They are not really good. Are those... Yeah, here they are. There's a relic... Oh, that's Raleigh. I want Trenton, not Raleigh. Yeah. 3-inch. Where's the 1.1 inch? Because there's not a lot of them. Yeah, those are here too. Just 2 quadruple. So not even bad, but not a lot of them even. Pom-poms are not good. But on this rambling accent of what is the worst cruiser in the entire game, which is Elbing or Agano, as we established, or Hawkins for Derp. This is gonna be the end. It is 3:30. It is Sunday after all, but I do wanna get some sleep. So let me disable the music. So turn off the music, and thank you all for watching. I hope you have a good time watching the stream. I did. I even got very, very close to finishing the first rocket. Only 2 to go. Plus, also I forgot that I need to get those somehow. But we'll see, we'll see. For sure, I want Kurama. I will work hard to get her. Also, can I test this? Yeah, preview. Just one few things about Kurama. Remember, this is an armored cruiser. You have the coal bunker, which are maybe not the most effective things, but they will stop a few shells from penetrating you, because they are thick enough. You don't have a lot of armor. You don't. 177mm. Is that a turtle back, or is this... No, that's not a turtle back even. It's just your flat early version of something like turtle back. But still remember that 100... But that this armor is more than... Wait, more than... Or yeah, this is pretty much the Ikoma armor, which is crappy. Don't rely on armor on Ikoma. But at least the guns will be nice. So that's something to look forward. I'm looking forward to get her, to test her, and to share the feedback with you guys. Okay, for now, I thank you all for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day, night, evening, or an afternoon, wherever you are. See you for me today, but for some of you tomorrow, later on the next War Thunder stream, which I will be taking probably Japan for a spin, because I want to prove there that Agano is way worse than Hawkins. Like, come on. Come on, 81 millimeters, 152, and 5.3 when you can get Sendai with 140 and which has 30 more millimeter armor penetration and better explosive. Come on, come on. But, okay, that's for later. As always, if you want to, consider pressing the subscribe button and leaving a like. It helps to grow the channel. Check out my other content in the meantime. And until the next time, see ya. Bye bye.